What's going on, guys? So, not a great week for the bodybuilding world, or in the last 2 weeks in general. So, we started off, you had Shawn Rhoden. He got charged with raping a woman in Utah, and that's on trial now, so we'll see how that plays out. And then Deasha got actually pleaded guilty to distributing steroids and anabolics. And then to top it all off, Buendia came out and there was all kinds of people, actually his ex-girlfriends, coming out and discussing, mostly with Kenny KO, was the source, or he has the outreach that people started talking about it, about beating women and some really horrific things, actually. So, kind of a trifecta of things being talked about in the last week. So, I'm going to dive into this a little bit more because this has been going on in the bodybuilding world forever. And it's being talked about in the last 2 weeks because that is what's getting views on the internet. And people make YouTube videos to get views. That is the point of it. Nobody wants to make a YouTube video and have 2 people watch it. You want to get views, you want to grow your outreach. That's why people do YouTube. That's why I do YouTube. I'm not just gonna, I don't want to stand talk to a camera to have nobody else watch it. That's not really the goal. So my point is that the bodybuilding world, unfortunately, isn't full of the best people in the world. And if you really break it down, in order to be a pro bodybuilder, the sad reality of it is you have to be committing a felony every single day. Unless you're in the UK where steroids are legal. But if you're in the US, if you're in Canada, if you're in actually I'd say the majority of countries, using anabolic steroids is illegal. And the amount that you have to have on hand and are using to be a pro bodybuilder, if you got busted, is enough to get charged with this distribution of a class 1 substance, which is a pretty serious crime. So where I'm going with this is that you have a group of people that are involved in illegal activity every single day of their life. And the sad part is that a lot of these people got into bodybuilding and started using steroids because they were using other drugs to begin with. So I'll take an example, Larry Wheels. He came out and talked about that in high school, he was into hard drugs. He partied a lot. And he decided that he was going to take steroids to pursue powerlifting and stop everything else. So basically you're switching from a bad lifestyle choice to, I'm not going to say it's a better lifestyle choice in my opinion. I think anybody could say focusing on a sport and taking steroids is healthier than going out and partying and using hard drugs all the time. Neither of them are good, but I'm saying the better of 2 evils. So my point is that you already have people that are involved in illegal activity and maybe not the most educated people and maybe impulsive, have other issues going on as well, or addictive personalities. It's another issue where they want a coping mechanism. So you have that kind of person, and then you have androgens, you have everything else in play. You kind of have a mix that it sets up not the best group of people on the planet and people that are at risk of doing horrific things. That is the reality of the situation. It's unfortunate. But if you dive into the bodybuilding world, you look back, these situations occur all the time. It's just not being talked. It just hasn't been talked about a lot. I feel like people are more open to talk about it now. People aren't. It's sad, but people still are hating on women for coming out and calling these guys out and accusing them when there's a lot of evidence to support what they're saying, and people are still saying that they're liars, all this stuff. And you go back 20 years ago, it's less likely people are going to come forward because people will side with the guy significantly more often. Now, they still do in the bodybuilding world, unfortunately, since it's mostly guys. But you still have some people that are logical enough, like I hope most of you guys are, to actually look at the evidence and the facts and not just believe somebody because they're your idol and you've never met them. So anyway, all my point is that this has been going on in the bodybuilding world forever, and it's unfortunate, but it's not just everything coming out at once. It's just everything's being talked about at once because it's what's getting views right now. So whole thing with Shawn Rhoden, well, there's sexual assault. That's something that's being Googled on the internet. It's being trending on YouTube, all this stuff in the bodybuilding community. Well, Kenny KO hopped on it and was like, well, this is a great time for me to come out with these interviews with these women, talk about other sexual assault problems, or these issues that the women had with Shawn Rhoden. Kind of the same topic. You can talk about it, you can compare the situations. RX Muscle compared it, but the Olympia being racist, all this, Tiger Fitness. Mark Loebler compared it to how the Olympia could be racist in some ways. People are mixing them together to get views. That is the reality of the situation that's going on the internet. It's unfortunate, but that's what's going on. Nothing's changed. There's nothing new. Just the bodybuilding industry is like this. And it's sad, but I don't think it's ever going to change. Even though I would love to see it change, as I am actually a fan of the sport, not necessarily a fan of the people in it. So anyway, that's all I have to say on that. Comment your thoughts down below. I appreciate the support. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.